You know what tokenomics is? You can read charts and you analyze on-chain metrics, but why you don't have any real gains? Why is everyone suddenly a crypto expert? Everyone thinks they know what market manipulators are doing, how to track whale wallets and how to predict moves before they happen. They know everything about this market except how to actually make money. And that's not an accident, they've been feeding you this garbage on purpose and they're damn good at it. If you've ever had thoughts like this, congrats, you're starting to wake up. This is Witness for Profit and today we're breaking down the real game behind the scenes. Let's dive in. Guys, this is my first video, so let me introduce myself real quick. I've been in the market since 2021, caught a piece of the bull run and yeah, I made a little money. But then, like every other retail trader, I got crushed when the bear market hit. I watched my portfolio get obliterated when Luna collapsed. I panicked, but I kept buying during the FTX meltdown. And that's when it hit me, watching top altcoin reviews isn't enough to make money here. If you want to actually make money here, you have to treat this like a craft. I started learning how to research projects properly, tested different strategies, mastered FA, TA and even got wrecked trading futures. I know what it feels like to make money and to lose everything. And if I can help at least a few people avoid getting sucked into this gambling trap, it will be worth it. On this channel you won't see videos like top 100x altcoins or how to get rich with $100. I want to make content for people who actually think. If that sounds like something you're into, subscribe and let's go! Ever thought about how much garbage they pour into your head daily? The average crypto trader today is more educated than a pro trader from the 1980s. Think about it, even a 16-year-old today knows basic TA, candlestick patterns, Elliott waves, imbalances, order blocks, smart money concept, and that's just a TA. Then you've got fundamental analysis and absolute info overload. 1,000 different tools, Twitter feeds, economic metrics, news cycles, influencers hyping up every coin listing and exchange move. They want you confused, panicked and unsure. So the real question is, who is behind all this noise and who is feeding you this trash? At the top of the food chain, big money. Exchanges and hedge funds. They run the show, they set the rules and they play you like a fiddle. Right below them, market makers, the guys who control liquidity and make sure the house always wins. And then of course you've got the influencers, the media puppets stuffing your brain with paid narratives. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Aren't you an influencer? Yeah, I get it, but there is a difference. I'm not selling out my credibility for some paid shield campaign, because at the end of the day, we're all here for the money. And I just don't plan on making mine by selling my soul, but we'll get to that later. Let's talk about the real beneficiaries of this chaos, the tools you use every day. These are businesses fully integrated into the market itself. TradingView, your favorite charting software, CoinMarketCap, Dropstep, Arkham, your go-to data aggregators. There are a million services like these. They make money from ads, subscriptions and selling data. And guess what? They need this circus to continue. Now don't get me wrong, these tools are useful, but they work against you more often than they work for you. If you don't know how to filter the noise, they will just keep you distracted and overloaded by useless info. Every problem has a simple solution: remove what doesn't matter. And now some of you are about to lose your minds. First on the chopping block, technical analysis. If you're sitting in 2025 still searching for textbook chart patterns from the 90s, you need medical help. I mean, come on, I get it, I'm exaggerating, but I want all the Elliott wave fanatics and smart money traders to feel just a little superiority over complete morons. Now let's be real, basic TA isn't useless, but it sure as hell isn't the foundation of real trading. For most people, it's a religion. It's a dopamine hit for gamblers and degens. Think about it, if your mom or your wife saw your screen filled with order blocks and Fibonacci retracements, she would just shrug, right? But if she saw you spinning a roulette wheel or playing slots, she would have an intervention. Tell me I'm wrong. Next up, macro analysis. Some of you really think you can predict where some shitcoin is headed by looking at Fed interest rates, unemployment figures, trade balances, inflation data in a $1 trillion economy. Just to remind, we're talking about coins that swing wildly from a couple million in a market orders. Hate to break it to you, but that's like hiring the world's top architects to design a doghouse. Same story STA. You're not a delusional idiot, you're just a rational economic analyst who somehow believes that his $2,000 in altcoins is affected by US trade embargo against China. This same mental trap is why people worship on-chain analytics and chase every news cycle like it's gospel. I won't get into those today. I've already broken them down in detail on my Telegram. And by the way, my Telegram isn't just a copy-paste of investing.com or Bloomberg headlines. It's where your brain actually works instead of turning into mashed potatoes. Next is tokenomics, the biggest scam no one talks about. Oh yeah, some influencers built their entire careers on it, and years ago it actually worked, but now it's outdated. When I see kids hyped on old YouTube videos telling me they pick project based on vesting schedules or token distribution, I want to send them a link to an OTC marketplace and let them learn the hard way. Wake up. The funds don't wait for unlocks anymore. They don't even wait for listings. They dump before project is even officially live. Pre-release tokens trade in backroom deals alongside airdrops you haven't even received yet. And you're still sitting here and analyzing vesting schedules like it's 2019. Crypto traders today are more sophisticated than ever. And that's exactly why they get played. Wanna feel like a market maker? Here's a trading view, full access to derivatives, leverage up to 100x. Wanna feel like an investor? Here is a macro analysis, sentiment charts, and market cycles. Wanna play detective? Here is on-chain data, Twitter sleuthing, and Arkham for tracking wallets. This industry has evolved into an IQ trap. The more tools you have, the easier it is to distract you from what actually makes money. So, what actually moves the market? Let's keep it simple. Big money moves the market. That's it. If a whale decides to dump 10% of Solana's supply on the open market tomorrow, all your fundamentals, TA, and on-chain analysis get thrown in the trash. Solana wouldn't care about news, narratives, or what Donald Trump just tweeted. Price would instantly nuke by $50 because one dude clicked sell buy market. Same goes for buying pressure. If someone throws 10 million into a mid-cap coin, that chart's going parabolic whether you like it or not. And all your carefully crafted models? Useless. Forget the noise, forget the distractions. If you want to make money in crypto, you have to answer 3 simple questions. Number 1. Who is behind the project? Are there big players involved? Do they have a financial incentive to push the price up? If so, this project is worth your time. Number 2. What stage is project in? Accumulation? Buy. Pump, only an idiot buys here. Distribution, time to get out. Your job is to buy in the right phase, not to get caught at the top while exit liquidity is being drained. And number 3, what's your entry and exit price? Fun fact, 85% of investors don't even know at what price they'll buy or sell. That's like getting in your car without knowing your destination. You need an entry, you need an exit, everything else is noise. If you answer these 3 questions, you're already ahead of 99% of this market. Everything else, distractions. Use the tools only to serve these questions and then go make some profit. Smart money doesn't chase metrics, they set the trends. While the crowd was obsessing over charts, reading every news update and panicking in Twitter and Telegram, I was quietly accumulating helium on the Solana crash. And guess what? This token went from $1 to 10. While everyone screamed scam and called it dead, those who knew how to buy at the right price zones made a solid profit in 2024. This is what I teach, how to actually make money in crypto. Not some fairy tales about pumps, leverage, futures trading. That's all BS that only exists to keep you distracted. I refuse to feed my audience that garbage. While everyone else was buried in charts and indicators, I was accumulating Near Protocol and Helium in late 2022. Everyone said they were dead projects, but I only needed to answer 3 simple questions. Who is behind the project? The biggest players, top-tier market makers, insane liquidity. What phase is the project in? It was obvious accumulation, news didn't matter, FUD and chats didn't matter. Everyone called Solana a scam. People were waiting for $2 Solana, panic was everywhere. What's my entry and exit? I set my price targets and stuck to them. I didn't sell everything, but I made serious gains. Now I hold only 3 tokens with 0 risk. While the market panicked, I just followed the right players and made my money. You can keep chasing useless metrics, or you can start making money. Bro, I just gave you the only real framework. You need to filter out the noise and start making money. You can either keep drowning in a sea of useless metrics, or you can start thinking like me and using my approach. And that brings us back to what I said earlier. We are all here for the money. Let's cut the BS, we're not kids. I'm not here to sugarcoat things or to play influencer game. You watch this content because you wanna make money. You spend your time learning, hoping to turn that time into profit, right? Creators make content because they want to monetize their time and their audience. And let's be real, most influencers just sell their opinion to the highest bidder. So here's my approach. If I'm going to monetize my content, it better be something that actually helps you make money. I need to know if my mindset, my strategy, and my content actually resonate with you. So let me know, does this approach make sense to you? Drop a comment and give me feedback. Tell me if this is the kind of content you want. I'm asking because when I was just a viewer, I wanted someone to tell me the truth instead of selling me fantasy or some nonsense. Clickbait delivered. Value, you got it. Now, hit like and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and for all the traders out there, don't bother washing your face in the morning. The futures market will do it for you.